what does this linear equation look like? Y equals
10x.
10x
20.
plus 20. Yep. Very good. Okay, so what is one possible scenario? Layden, I saw you had a few written down. What's one of your scenarios that you wrote down?
3 driveways.
Okay, and what happens when he shovels 3 driveways?
You get $50.
$50. Okay. Now, I've talked about this idea. Mathematicians are lazy. We like to write things in the simplest, easiest possible way. Is there an easier way of writing this situation, a simpler way of writing it? How can I write this? I've got 3 is my input, 50 is my output. What's that, baby? As a T-chart, yeah. There's an even easier way.
Y equals 30 plus 1.
Okay, so you could, in other words, plug in your x value. I like it. But what's another way of writing an input and an output together?
Divide division?
Oh, the point you put in the
Thank you,
break.
Julio. Yes.
Hey, good job, Julio.
I submit to you, this is the easiest way to write this information. When I have an input of 3, in other words, 3 driveways, I have an output of $50. So this is how I'm choosing to write my scenarios. Somebody else have another scenario you'd like to share? Yes, what you got, Julio?
5 driveways.
5 driveways, how much money?
70.
You got that. All right, and what about Juan? What about you? Right here.
I did 6, but we can make it 10.
Make it 10. I like it. Okay. 10 times 10 is 100 plus 20. Now he's making serious money. All right. So that's the 3 scenarios we're going to have as a class. Just wanted to choose 3. All right. And as we graph, graphing's so easy. We go to 20. Got to add our zeros here because scale doesn't work unless we make it to 10. So at 20, I should have a point. My slope is 10, so up 10 over 1. And I can do that as long as I want, and graph. So my question was, can we find our scenarios on this graph? So what about the first one? 3, 50.
3?
That is at 3 and up to 50, and here it is.
Sorry, yes, sir.
That's 3, 50. 570 is going to be 5 and up to 70 here. And finally, 10, 120 is up here off the chart, but still on there. So this is stuff you guys already know.
Pardon the interruption, Miguel Zambrano's checking out. Thank you.
All right. I'll see you. Okay. Guys, this is review of what we already know. Yeah, hold on. We already know this stuff, but I want to emphasize it because what's about to begin, it's essential that we start thinking about these points, not just as points on a graph, but as possible scenarios, things that could happen in a situation. Okay? In other words, each of these represents at 0 hours, he makes $20. At 1 hour, he makes 30. Each of these points represents a specific possibility, a specific scenario that could happen. That is the heart and soul of what we're about to be doing here as we move forward. Okay, so put aside your bell ringer. I'm going to have you turn that in at the end of class. But if you would right now, please get your laptops out. We're going to Desmos. So let's go ahead, take a look at this. Bring this back over here. All right, so panel number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Panel number 1 says, find a solution. Write an ordered pair. What is a solution? So please remember on Desmos, as soon as you write your ordered pair and enter it, you're going to be able to see what other students in the class have submitted. So take a minute. It's asking you for just one point that is a solution to this equation. Take a moment. Think about what we just did for the bell ringer. And I do need an ordered pair. Please remember, at the end of the day, I can go to this code, look over the class, and see who submitted answers and who did not. I need you to submit something. Give it a try. An ordered pair. As soon as you submit yours, you'll be able to see other student answers. You can kind of check the validity of yours. Let's try something. Enter a solution, please. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, is 1, 1 a solution?
No.
Okay, so that's one of my answers here. But here's 1, 1. I got my cursor on it. How do I know that's not a solution?
Because the line's not popping in.
Because it's not what?
The line's not.
The line doesn't go to,
It's not on the line. Yeah. So again, what we're trying to emphasize today is this idea that solutions live on the line. In fact, the line is made up of all solutions, right? Those points that are solutions.